Welcome back, folks, to Dungeon Siege 3. I'm your host, Lucon, and we are just discovering that everybody's related to everybody. So, tell me the truth.
I need to know what really happened. All the facts, no matter how shameful.
Jane Cassinda spoke the truth,
figured
as
that.
far as she understands it. The commanders of the Legion did conspire to unseat the old king. The goal was never to murder the old king, only to replace him with his eldest son. But the king resisted, and the matter went awry.
You must understand. My grandfather was a monster. Even his own children despised him.
What was his crime?
You say the king was a monster. What had he done?
I do not pretend to understand the man, but by all accounts, he was prone to paranoia, irrational rages. He grew jealous of the Legion. Before long, he started seizing our chapter houses and estates, threatening to disband the Legion altogether. So Mont Baron struck first.
Did Odo know this?
We have a friend, an old Legion scout called Odo. Would he have known about the plot?
No. Mont Baron told the rank and file nothing, so that they wouldn't share in his guilt. Little good it did them. They all died, innocent or not.
What was your role?
You were one of the Legion commanders. Weren't you part of the plot?
Yeah.
When the plan was put forward by Mont Baron, I spoke against it. We had all made a vow to defend the crown, and it seemed to me that our word should be kept. But all the others disagreed. So I abandoned the Legion, left the hall, out the door, and never went back. The king was in the wrong, yes. But was treason our only recourse? I thought not.
How did the king die?
If they didn't mean to harm the king, then why was he slain?
I wasn't there when it happened, but I'm told that the king drew a sword. The man wasn't much of a fighter, more a danger to himself than the Legionnaires. Who knows how he ended up with a blade in his gut? All the parties are long dead, and we shall never learn the truth.
I said I had more to say.
Jane told me something else. She said that she was the king's illegitimate daughter.
Ah, the old rumors. I can't say for sure, but I am inclined to believe them.
Jane Cassinda shares my blood? What else have you not told me, Lord Devonsey? The woman lost her father. Her family betrayed her. That doesn't excuse what she's done, but at least now I understand. I would ask one more favor of the Legion. Should you meet her again, will you spare Jane Cassinda's life?
Why spare her?
Your Majesty, she's been hunting you and your family for years. Why would you ask me to spare her life?
This mountain once bustled with dwarves, and now they are gone. Dead so that I might keep my crown. My parents, my maids and courtiers, all of Lord Devonsey's men. Too many have died for my sake.
Your Majesty, think of the political ramifications.
If Jane Cassinda dies, do you think the cities of the East will bow their heads? No. They will curse us for murdering their living saint, and the war will drag on.
And if she lives?
Whereas if we come to an agreement and Jane is kept alive, the war ends peacefully.
You assume that the woman will surrender at all. I wouldn't make such a wager.
I'll try.
If she's willing to surrender, I'll let Jane live.
Lord Devonsey will surely chastise me for my gentle nature, but I am sure this is the right course. Whatever happens, the Legion has my trust and support.
I shall send riders to all the towns and villages that support the Queen with news of our alliance. You have the word of the Royal Court. All Western Ebb will stand united behind the Legion.
Nice. Nice. Okay, and we leveled. Can't take that anymore. Flintlock Fury, Heartseeker. Sure, we'll take Heartseeker. That'd be good right there. Then score crit. Fall from heaven. There we go. There we go. Give me loot.
My family should have reconciled with the Legion years ago. I'm glad we're allies again.
Me too. Oh, yes. Fiery shotgun of resilience. Leggings. We got one more here. Good, 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 good. Is there something else?
You've done it. That's twice that we've survived thanks to your efforts. You will always be welcome here. I hope that I may find a way to repay you someday.
I have the Pay Knight.
I found the Pay Knight you were looking for.
The Pay Knight. You have it. Wonderful. You have ensured the future of geomancy. And perhaps the royal line as well. Please, take these items. They're prized possessions from the Royal Armory. A fair reward for your contributions.
Excellent. A shard, interesting. Let's check out our inventory. Inventory, what did we get? Area, that's reinforced. Boom, take that. And then, we'll definitely take that. A bloodletting, interesting. And then you, take that. And then take, that's good right there. Oh, loot. Loot. Definitely want to save after all that jazz. Alright, let's go.
We've come a long way from that filthy swamp, haven't we? You've given us a victory that will be remembered for years to come. Escorting you to the causeway is the least that we can do. Are you ready to go?
I am, yes.
Yes, let's head to the causeway.
Cool.
Welcome back, Legionnaire. Come to see the Queen? Follow me, and we'll take you to her straight away.
I'm not heading that way at the moment, thanks.
Just let me know if you'd like an escort. These mountains still have their dangers.
Very true. Awesome. Stonebridge Causeway. And of course, save. Says that we need to go that direction. It's not allowing me to go that way. Sweet.
We've had rumors of another battle. Is it true? Jane Cassinda's army retreating in disarray?
It is.
She is beaten. The only misfortune is that Jane herself survived.
And Rosalind, what did you think of her? Worthy to wear the crown or no?
Time will tell.
She's young and soft-hearted. With guidance, she could become strong.
I think that bodes well for us. Strength can be learned. Empathy and compassion cannot.
What about our proposal? Does she favor the Legion?
Very much so.
Rosalind agreed to an alliance. She and Devonsey gave their word.
Well done. But that's not all, is it? The news can't all be good.
Jaina has a secret.
Jane Cassinda is the daughter of the old king. She told me herself. You never knew?
I always thought that was just a rumor. This changes things.
If Jane Cassinda is the old king's daughter, then she has a claim to the throne. Probably thinks it's her right.
Better to strike now while she's off balance. Still reeling from her loss at Glitterdelve.
Let's
Or
negotiate.
maybe Jane will listen to reason now that she's tasted defeat.
You bloodied her nose and you stung her pride, that's true. But the army you destroyed was only a small part of her strength.
Ugh.
If we try to talk, we'll only give her time to rebuild. We need an ally who can distract her forces while we go after Jane herself.
Stonebridge can field an army of automatons if need be. If we can seal an alliance with them, they might be willing to help us against Jane.
So they agree?
Would the Meisters really go to war with Jane?
Doubtful. No profit in it. And besides, these merchants and bankers are soft.
I agree. Our chances may be slim, but it's still worth a try.
We need the Meisters on our side. Can't take the Spire without them.
Okay, so our objective is to... who's this?
Begging your pardon, but I was asked to speak to you. To tell the truth, the circumstances were rather unusual.
I'll listen.
All right. Tell me why you're here.
Years ago, I served as butler to a Legion commander, Etienne Dumarnet. When the Legion fell, it was said that my employer died in Stonebridge, killed by Jane and her mobs. But that was a lie. Dumarnet fled north, to the Abbey of St. Hiram, at the edge of the Erinoy Desert. He was seeking something there, but he never told me what it was.
Seeking something?
Do you have any idea what he might have been after?
No. But the Abbey was built upon an ancient site. It's surrounded by ruins, and they date from the time of the Old Empire. Dumarnet's family could trace their line back to the founding of Ebb. Perhaps they knew something about the place that others have forgotten.
You kept this a secret?
Did you tell anyone else about this?
No one. I swore that I would keep silent, and I did. As far as I know, Dumarnet didn't tell any of the other household servants where he was going. So you are the first to hear of this.
Go on.
After all these years, are you sure he isn't dead?
I must confess, I assumed he was dead. Caught by Jane Cassinda or slain by brigands in the desert. But now... A few nights ago, I had a dream. A child appeared before me. A boy with golden hair. He assured me that Dumarnet had reached the Abbey. The boy said that he is still there, waiting for his comrades. Waiting for you.
Waiting for me?
You're sure he meant me?
He spoke of you by name. I know it sounds mad, but... The boy was no mere dream. I believe that Dumarnet may still be alive, and I beg you to seek him out.
We don't abandon our own. We'll go to the Abbey and see if Dumarnet is still there.
The Abbey is a long way from here, many weeks on foot. The child said you could take the causeway. He told me you'd know what that means.
We haven't seen all the branches of the causeways. One of them could lead to the desert.
Then I've done as the child asked, and I will entrust the matter to you. If you find Dumarnet, tell him he is not forgotten. His old retainers and friends still honor his family's name, and we will welcome his return.
Travel to the desert. Apparently it's a DLC. Alright, let's go to the shop, see what they got. Always go to the shop. Ring of martial prowess. Could buy that. We could buy that too. Chaos Weakening, we'd lose block. Should sell some of the stuff too. Life Stealing. First Leggings. Let's go ahead and sell all this junk and hopefully buy ring, then air pen. Okay, and then character. Definitely take that. And then definitely take that. Then, yep, already have that equipped. We have that equipped, and we should be good there. Alright, let's check out our character. Looking pretty badass. Let's see what's over here. Let's see what they have here. Steadfast, nothing of interest. That is true. We should check and see if the other character can use it. Equipment. Bracers. Breastplate. Ring of Prowess. There we go. We still need charms. Okay. Alright. Where are we going now? So that's leading in what direction? There we go.
Please do not litter or excrete in alleyways.
I wasn't planning to.
Please spend your currency at local markets.
You there. You could use a better weapon. I can fold steel, craft a flintlock, or make whatever exotic weapon you desire.
Alright, Staff of Venom. Circle. Oh, whoa, what's this? Bodyguard. Interesting. Life Stealing. Anything else? Got a shield. Okay. Nothing really interesting there. Let's see what this is. Shotgun of Stunning.
I hate being short. What crimes are punishable by a stretch on the rack?
Let's see if there's anything here that we might need. Nothing that I can see. Welcome to the Minstrel's Hall. No luring, picking, blah blah blah. Of course, save. And we'll go ahead and Steam save too. There we are.
Free the Krug! Free the Krug!
Free the Krug!
Okay, why are we freeing the Krug?
Rejoice! The Meisters have concluded their session and the hall is now open to the rabble. Apologies. The preferred term is public.
Ah, half a minute there. You came from the chapter house, did you not? Tell me, is it true? Has the Legion returned?
Yes.
Only a few of us, but yes, we've reclaimed the old chapter house.
Ha! Let them laugh at me now. Meister Wolf, with his silly dreams of radiant children and prophecies of the Legion's return.
Radiant children?
You had a dream of a golden-haired child? A boy?
Precisely so. Not a fortnight past, I dreamt that I saw a golden-haired boy standing at my bedside. He bade me get up and follow him.
Go on.
Tell me the rest of your dream.
The boy led me through the city square, then up to the chapter house gate. Only, it wasn't dark and abandoned, as it's been for so long. It was clean and bright. Lion banners snapping in the breeze. Gates open wide, as if expecting the Legion's return. Then I awoke, and there I was, standing in my underclothes, in the middle of the street, gawking at the ruins of the chapter house. The child's idea of a joke, I dare say. Still, I knew it was more than a dream.
May I talk to the Meister?
I'm here to address the Meisters. We want to propose an alliance against Jane Cassinder.
An alliance? That'll be tricky business. I can force them to give you a hearing, at least. I'll warn you, though, they're scared. Scared of Jane Cassinder and her armies. Scared that we'll lose our republic if she takes the city by force. And scared of other things, too.
Other things?
The Meisters are scared of something else. Something inside the city?
No, forget I spoke of it. The other Meisters will know you've been talking to mad old Wolf with his secrets and conspiracies, and that won't win you any friends on the council.
Alright, let's go.
I'm ready to address the Meisters.
I shall go on ahead and announce you. We'll await you inside.
Excellent. Ugh.
Gentlemen and goblins, order! Council recognizes the envoy from the 10th Legion.
Meister Wolf tells us that you propose an alliance. A grave matter indeed. Perhaps our colleague forgot to emphasize how deeply we value our neutrality.
A war with Jane Cassinder would risk the very life of our republic. What do we gain by siding with the Legion?
We'll reunite the country.
For 30 years, we've known nothing but civil war. Help us bring order to Ebb. We were one people, one nation. We can be so again.
A chance to redeem our city's name. An honorable cause to take.
Nonetheless, you can understand why some in the city might fear the Legion's return.
Countless legionnaires were murdered in our streets. People might think that you've come to seek revenge.
Past is forgiven.
Forget the past. Those murders are 30 years gone. We came here to reconcile, not for revenge.
Words alone are unlikely to sway our good citizens. Perhaps if we form a committee, study the problem for several months or a year.
Nonsense! The Legion is no threat. There's far more dangerous things in this city, if you would only open your eyes.
Our colleague again speaks of the dapper old gent, no doubt.
Indeed, sir, I do. You think that the trouble in the foundry is not the work of the gent?
Dapper old gent.
The gent? Who is he?
Our nemesis. Our tormentor. His retribution in mortal guise.
Meister Wolf, let us not turn aside from the matter at hand. We owe the Legion our vote.
No, wait. That hardly seems fair. Force a vote now, and it will assuredly go against the Legion. I propose a recess. Let us each speak privately to the Legionnaires, so that we can reach an informed and impartial judgment.
Agreed.
Sounds like a reasonable idea. We agree.
Indeed, well spoken, Meister Mudgutter. Any objections? None? Council declares a recess. We shall reconvene after the Legion envoy has spoken to each of my esteemed colleagues, and all are prepared to render a judgment.
Alright, political bullcrap. Typical. Let's see what you want.
Ah, so the Legion has come looking for my vote. These are perilous times. An entangling alliance is hardly prudent. But I forget my manners. I am Rorik Castle, City Meister and Factol of the Ironmongers.
You control the Foundry.
In the council meeting, Wolf said something about the Foundry. Is that your responsibility?
Ah, yes. That is our responsibility. The Foundry is the wellspring of our city's prosperity. We keep the economy in motion, and we are the drumbeat of progress.
Impressive.
Your guild is obviously important. We need friends like you, and we're willing to prove our goodwill.
If you wish to be of service, there is a certain problem that requires attention. The Foundry is presently overrun. It's the blasted Cyclopses. They were docile workers for years, but something in them snapped, and they've brought the Foundry to a standstill.
It just snapped?
Why would they do this? Do you have any idea?
None at all. But I'm not involved in the day-to-day supervision of their work. Speak to my foreman, Mr. Snell, at the Foundry. He will explain our predicament in greater detail.
Okay. That seems reasonable enough.
Ah, yes. I was wondering when you'd come and harass me. No doubt you're here to solicit my vote for your organization.
And who are you?
You could at least offer me a proper introduction.
Oh, yes. Trivialities. I'm Lord Barrister Mudgutter, Director of the Office of Contracts and Patents, Chief Magistrate of Stonebridge. And I have some other random titles with capital letters. I think I'm technically the High Marshal of Top Fermenting Beverages.
Must be important.
Then I trust you're the goblin to talk to if I want the Meister's support.
One of them, yes. I think you'll find that Wolf is very much smitten with the romantic notion of the Legion. The rest of us need convincing.
How can the Legion earn your vote?
Well, you could help me alphabetize court documents, but a better use of your talents would be to help me with an investigation. Normally, I'd have Wolf handle the situation, but it happens to involve a sizable degree of danger, and Wolf is too important to risk.
I'll do it.
If this is the price of your support, I accept. Just tell me what you need.
So, the matter at hand. We've had numerous reports of masked individuals hauling automatons into the crypts under the city. Whatever their aim, they are slowly eroding our defenses, and that is intolerable, especially with Jane Cassinder and her army on the loose. If someone was to enter the crypts and purge them of these criminals, I would owe that person a favor.
Missing automatons?
Have many of your automatons gone missing?
Only a few have gone missing. More troubling is that a few have returned looking like they were opened and studied.
Crypts.
You said that these crypts are underneath the city?
Indeed. Old records refer to them as the Crypts of the Sacred Blood, a vast network of tunnels extending from the farmlands in the south. With every passing generation, further tunnels are dug. No one has charted them all. The crypt in question is cut off from the rest, thanks to a tunnel collapse some years back. So you needn't fear getting lost.
We'll take care of it.
Consider it done. We'll be back when we've dealt with these criminals.
Well then, if you keep your word, I shall do the same and cast my vote in support of the Legion. Good day.
Okay, so we've got the Legion. Who else? You.
Ah, the envoy from the Legion. Is there something else you need?
You support us.
What can we do to win your vote? An alliance will benefit us both.
There's that word again. Alliance. You won't think ill of me, I hope, if I express a certain degree of concern. But I shall respect the wishes of the other Meisters. If you can convince my colleagues to take your side, I shall vote in your favor as well.
You're the mayor? Okay, goodbye.
I won't take any more of your time. Good day.
Indeed. And a good day to you as well.
Okay, so... you got this guy, and then this guy.
Greetings, Legionnaire. If you've come to win my vote, don't bother. My mind is made up. Stonebridge will have no entangling alliances. So that's that. Now, if you need some little task to occupy your time, or if you have a question, perhaps I can be of service.
Why the mistrust?
Why are you so eager to dismiss the Legion?
I trust the Legion. What I don't trust is this city. It has a dark history with the Legion. Some doors should remain closed. Personally, I wish you great success in restoring the Legion, but I don't feel my vote for you is in the best interest of Stonebridge.
Can we change your mind?
Are you sure there's nothing we can do to win your vote?
At the moment, no. But worry not, I'm sure the other Meisters will vote for you if you sate their self-interested needs. Now, I do have a task or two for you. It's not going to win over my vote, but I would find a way to repay your efforts. Long ago, the Legion served as the mediator of first and last resort. When an argument ran out of control, the Legion offered counsel.
That's all? I thought you might have wanted us to slay something for you.
Your first task is to handle a situation with a prisoner of ours, a Krug. He has no crimes charged against him, but his fate is disputed. Many argue he's safer in prison. Others want him free. He's here in the Meister Hall's jail. Make your inquiries there, then tell the automaton who presides over the jail what you've decided. It's hardly dragon slaying, but if you're true to the Legion, you'll have time for small matters. Go on now, I've got work to do.
Okay. Alright, so then we have one more, right?
The envoy from the Legion.
You were elected to lead the city?
By a popular vote of almost 70%. Not counting the automatons, of course. Our mayor is elected from among the Meisters, the leading citizens of the town. It's a far better system than we used to have. We put an end to all that autocratic nonsense not long after the Old Kingdom collapsed. Our city has been a free republic for the past 30 years.
Will you support us?
What can we do to win your vote? An alliance will benefit us both.
There's that word.
Okay, yeah.
But I won't...
Okay, so we have to finish up a bunch of stuff. We have to first talk to the Krug.
Welcome to the Stonebridge Jail. Do you have business with the incarcerated?
May I question the Krug?
I'd like to speak to the Krug prisoner. Fiddlewick asked me to appraise the situation and determine the Krug's fate.
Very well. It is Meister Fiddlewick's prerogative to entrust such decisions to strangers, rather than automated constables with decades of experience. Please note that the Krug has been imprisoned for its own safety. It is highly unpopular with citizens, especially those who own pitchforks.
Krr.
How'd you get here?
How did you wind up behind these bars?
Krr. Krr.
Can you understand?
Can you understand what I'm saying?
Krr.
Ah, yes. Sorry about that. I've been having a terrible bout of phlegm lately. Yes, I can understand you perfectly. Why wouldn't I? Just promise me you won't do that thing where you talk slower and louder. That never works.
Where did you learn to speak?
Where did you learn to talk like that?
From my mother. Before she abandoned me. I guess when your son looks like a hideous monster, maternal compassion withers.
People think you're a Krug.
People seem to think you're a Krug. Why haven't you said something and corrected the situation?
I'm tired of being harassed and assaulted. This time I decided I'd let them think I'm a monster and keep me locked up. I've thought about getting out of here, but I have nowhere to go. I'm content to just stay here and daydream.
I have to decide whether you stay or go free.
Well, I suppose I've committed no crime, unless being hideous is illegal. But if it's all the same to you, I'm safe here. Let them go on thinking I'm a Krug. It won't hurt my feelings. If you let me go, have someone escort me out of the city at least.
Okay. Yeah.
Welcome to the Stonebridge Jail. Do you have business with the incarcerated?
I've come to make a decision.
I've come to a decision on the Krug.
I will enact whatever outcome you deem appropriate. Please enunciate carefully.
Send him away.
Let the Krug go. He's done nothing illegal. The locals may try to hurt him, so he should be given an escort out of the city.
Very well. The Krug will be escorted to the city limits and set free. No automated constable could have formulated that solution. Thank you.
Boom.
I wasn't certain that the Legion had truly returned, but after witnessing your resolution of the plight of the oppressed Krug proletariat, it caused a great imbalance in my sanguine humors. Fairly had me bursting with them. Now then, we have much to accomplish. Shall we get started?
Sanguine and humors?
What in the world are you talking about?
Oh my, do forgive me. I mistook you for a collegium woman. I meant only that it made me proud, whilst at the same time risking distempers of the blood. Now then, much to do, much to do. Shall we be off?
Sure, that's... What do you mean, we?
What do you mean by we have much to do? Who exactly are you?
Yes, we. First person plural, in this case collective. I could lend you this excellent book on grammar, but I'm forgetting my manners. I am Reinhard Manx, scholar, inventor, and sartorial adventurer. I have degrees in advanced thaumaturgical studies and non-Goblinian geometry. Naturally, I also have a grounding in the classics, but more importantly to you, I am descended from the Grand Mage Merrick, a legionnaire through and through.
That would make him the last of Merrick's line. He must have great potential as a mage.
Well, needless to say, it's been my dream to reunite with other children of the 10th Legion. Second only to the dream of a thaumaturgical waistcoat that can change its color and cut to match the latest season's fashions.
You've been in Stonebridge?
How have you lived in Stonebridge all this time? I thought this town had a bad history with the Legion.
Had I trumpeted my lineage, we would have seen democracy in action. The ballot would have been whether I would be lynched or dissected, but still... I used to dream that the Legion would rise up from the ashes. But I also dream of square circles, so make of that what you will. The people of Stonebridge may have committed a terrible crime against the Legion, but I think it's time to forgive and rebuild.
It's very generous.
Forgiveness is an old virtue of the Legion. I'd say your heart is in the right place.
In all my studies of time, I found that you can coil it, twist it, bend it, but it always unwinds the same way. Hatred can't undo the past, so why hold a grudge? Why bother defending Ebb if you can't accept that its people will make mistakes? And of course, forgiveness facilitates the open exchange of ideas. It's hard to have a symposium with a lynch mob.
Join us.
We need everyone in the Legion to join forces. Are you with us?
Am I with you? Does the thaumaturgical constant Q trend towards infinity for given values of the human soul? The answer is yes, by the way. The Legion needs to stand together, lest we fade into memory. So without further ado, let's be off.
Alright, we got him. Sweet, we are Legion. Okay, and then we are off and running. Where to next? And let's go ahead and save. Let's go. And we have to do two things. We have to do the crypt, and we have to do the work, I guess? The workplace? I assume?
Not so fast, Legionnaire. None shall pass this gate without the express authorization of the wise and beneficent Meisters of Stonebridge.
Right, Mudgutter has sent us.
We're going to the crypts of the Sacred Blood at Meister Mudgutter's request.
I see. More soldiers of fortune to clean up the crypts of the Sacred Blood. I was instructed to let you pass. It must be very pleasant in the crypts. Everyone who has entered them decides to stay there permanently. Please comply with all local laws and customs.
I like that. I like that a lot. Alright, let's see what this is. Ring of Frost. Stunning. Anything of gold? Nope. Let's see here. Quickness. Circular resilience. Let's see if we can sell some junk too. You know, for goblins being in control of crap, they seem very lawful. There we go. Pen of Resilience. Just see what we got here. Definitely equip that. That's already equipped. And then you have that. Okay. Cool. Cool. Wealthy citizen. Okay. And let's see what this says. Okay, there we go. Wait, didn't we just come from this direction? Yeah, we just came from this direction. Sure, we need to go this way. Is this the right way? Great Foundry. So we're not heading towards the Great Foundry. Heading towards the crypts. Maybe? And save that. Yep, save. It's the crypts? Yep, so this is the crypts of the Sacred Blood.
Hey, got a second? See, I built this automaton, and it might have gone into a bloodthirsty frenzy of violence. Maybe. If you could do me a favor, I figure it'd be in everyone's best interest if it got smashed up without involving the local authorities. Last thing I need is to have the Sweatcog brand name lose its immaculate reputation for safety.
Sweatcog?
What sort of name is Sweatcog?
Engineering is 10% innovation, 20% math, and 80% perspiration. Sweatcog is a proud name. Don't mock it.
Sure, we can help.
We'll take care of it. Just tell us where it is.
Excellent. You'll find the automaton on the other side of town. Just try to deal with it before it causes too much trouble. If you stop it, come on back and I'll pay you for your efforts.
Ah, good. I thought I'd find you here. I heard the Legion was back in town, and I've been scampering to get my old notes in order. You see, I've been archiving the history of the 10th Legion in Stonebridge. A sad history, to be sure, but my research can help you.
How can you help?
Go on. What kind of research do you mean?
I've studied the event of the local Legion's demise, the riots. I've kept track of many looters and killers that profited on that day. Some who looted the chapter house proudly displayed their ill-gotten gains, showing off stolen Legion property to house guests. Such arrogance. Well, I have kept track of these pompous criminals, especially the ones who insisted they'd be buried with their trophies.
Those artifacts should be returned.
Those artifacts belong to the Legion. I'll do whatever it takes to get them back.
I've assembled a list of graves that should contain stolen property. Problem is, the crypts have become too dangerous of late. Here, take my notes. Unless the thieves have started looting coffins at random, you should be able to recover the stolen items.
Nice.
A shame no one confronted these looters while they lived. But at least we can recover what they took.
Awesome. Let's go into the crypts. Crypts of the Sacred Blood. I see
Here are the stolen
undead.
automatons. But where are they being sent, and why?
Track down the master thief.
We are not alone here. Die and be judged. A gang of thieves. Mudgutter was right.
There we go.
A mechanical bridge. It must be controlled by that lever.
Interesting. Goblin demolitionist. I saw a goblin demolitionist. Where'd he go? Broadsword of Rage. Gutter. Store these goods in 2 shipments and we will be lucky in the faster money that is gone. With 3 spindles of fine silk. Okay. Recover the stolen wool. Ooh. There we go.
Victory!
There we are. Give me
Someone has rebuilt those automatons, and now they follow the thieves.
Yeah. So it's got to be somebody smart, right? Can't be just these petty thieves, right? At least that's what I would think. Yep, yep. Save, save, save. A bunch of junk. We need this. Oh my. Yep. 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 There we go. That hurts. There we go. Let's see what's over here. Give me what's in the chest. What's in the chest? What's in the box? Okay, well, I mean, this was a little distraction, but that's cool. Oh. Awesome.
Well done. Now let's find the master thief before he slips away.
Cool. Okay, so that's right there. That's right there. Here we go. Alright, they seem to be doing stuff. Okay. There's another guy right here. Cool. Could go that direction, or we could go this way. Oh, nice. Go on the outer edge first, and then we'll come back around. Just like this. Yep. What do you got here? Right. Oh, where are we gonna level up? We're gonna level up thorns. And then we'll keep focusing. Let's see here. We got the spiritual backlash. We'll be pushed away from her. That's pretty good. Thrill of the hunt. Surprise damage. Caught in a path of her dodge. That's pretty good too. That's pretty good. And then let's see here. We'll make sure that she's a tank, and then let's see her brutality, a chance of effects of knocking down her opponents. Blocks an attack and gains a chance and advantage, gain her bonus damage for 10 seconds. Be suffering from burn damage. Passive burn damage is really good. Passive burn. Let's see here. Go ahead and open up this. And then go ahead and open this. Beautiful. Three. Looks like we got more Master Thieves crap to deal with it. Okay. Okay. Oop. Okay. Get out of that spot. There we go. Nice. Give me all the loot. Something here that stops it, right? Okay, so there's the door right there, but we need to find a way past it. So it's locked. Let's So we're looking for some sort of passageway. No, okay. It's not there either. That did it. Should be able to access the crypts right here. Beautiful. And then one right here. Beautiful. Plot item gained. Must be further in. It must be further in. Fearsome shotgun. As if shotguns weren't fearsome enough. Beautiful. Spear of Resolve. Sure, we'll definitely save here. And we're already at an hour. I will see you folks in the next video. Bye.